I quickly wanted to highlight two events of next week, the Book and Tool Fair and the user group meeting on the next day. So the Book and Tool Fair is on Wednesday, and on Thursday evening we have, let me quickly go to that page. Here you see we have Andreas Reischuk speak about using C++ 20 coroutines for asynchronous parsers, and prior on the Wednesday, we're hosting the third edition of the Tool Fair, which now also hosts book authors. Thank you to Bjarne Straustrup and Slobodan Dimitrovic to just volunteer for this and come as book authors for the first time into this event. And also a lot of thanks to Matt Goodbold from Compiler Explorer. He's for the third time at the event now, and takes time to teach Compiler Explorer to show you the tool. Thank you, Matt. Also, TP Build is a first timer. They're here to show you their build tooling. Also very, very cool. Thank you for supporting this whole event, TP Build. And then the other logo is for the Red Mine Hourglass, which is a GitHub project. And as far as I know, it's Andreas Reischuk, our speaker for the next day, then on that day presenting this project, which is a time-taking project. And if you're interested, if you're a contractor or something, that might be interesting to you. And there's, if you click on it, there's a GitHub link, and the other links also are, all of those are links. But I wanted to highlight these two events for next week for a reason, because they are basically a mini preview for Meaning C++ 2021, okay? This is a great chance next week to get to know Hobilo and then, get a feel for the platform, and then later come to the conference in November. And if you're looking into the events itself, this is the tool fair in Hobilo. This is the Hobilo launch, which hosts all the tables. And you see there's a welcome table. That's where I will be hosting just general talks about C++. There's the C++ Hangout. And because this is the content in the tool fair, okay? The tables, that's everything. And so I want to ensure that we have enough tables that everyone kind of, has a space to sit on. If we have more people join, I might have to add some more tables. And on the next day, actually, if I go on the reception, this is how it basically looks when you look into the event. When you join for the first time, you see two agenda options, and I'm a host, so I can join as a host, but normally you would join as a guest there. And Andreas, of course, will speak and join the other talk, the second talk on the evening, or the first talk on the evening, how you look at it, that as a speaker. And yeah, this is our monthly events, which I host on Hobilo, but it's very similar to what Meeting C++ will look at the basic level. It's, this website, and people can interact with it, and the agenda is similar. The agenda just shows you, when what is. Meaning C++ itself will offer 3 tracks, but on basically on a evening of the user group, we'll usually have 1 talk. And here we go for the launch, where you can hang out in front of the event, so that people can, get used to the platform and talk to each other. And also after the talk, there's already a table to have some extended conversation about the talk with Andreas. We will have a Q&A within the hosting environment of the talk, but then at some point that has to end, and then we can, offer this table to extend this. And so if you want to host your own table, that's still possible, okay? Book authors need to register a book with Meaning C++, and then you can easily, with one click, put the book in the book fair, in the book and tool fair. And if you just want to register for to present a project or something in the book fair, in the tool fair, that's also possible. It's just by clicking on register for a free or sponsored table, which basically lets you fill this And with that, I am also looking forward to see you at Meeting C++ 2021. There will be some news probably about the conference in the next weeks. One thing which I plan to, this is a little spoiler, that's not announced yet, but the conference will also host, let me go back. The conference will also host a book and tool fair, okay? That is after the event next week. I will make that bookable. If you're a sponsor, that will be free. If you're a project that wants to be present at the conference, that is an option. And yeah. And with that, thank you for listening, and I hope to see you next week at the events.